silence the world around you for a moment. Breathe. Now imagine, eyes closed if you prefer, what your life would be like if nothing, absolutely nothing that anyone else did, had the power to disturb your inner state. No subtle criticism, no unexpected rudeness, no outer chaos pulling you away from your center. Seems distant from reality? Perhaps, but it's far more within reach than you might think. Today, I want to introduce you to something simple yet profound, the mastery of your presence. I'm not talking about repressing emotions or pretending everything is fine. I'm talking about building an inner strength that stays grounded, even when everything around you seems to fall apart. This strength is called mental self-discipline, and it doesn't come from rigidity, but from clarity. Before we go any further, know this. You are not to blame for still reacting impulsively. We've been conditioned that way, to respond before reflecting, to take criticism as truth. But now you have a choice. You can learn to act with awareness. And the turning point starts with an honest question. Are you in control, or are your emotions running the show? How many times today have you felt triggered without even noticing? A horn in traffic, a message left unread, a sharp comment. These are automatic reactions. But to live like this is to live at the mercy of everything around you. It's time to change that. And the first step is to observe what truly throws you off balance. When someone says they feel anxious or drained, that's usually just the tip of the iceberg. Beneath it, there might be fear of rejection, unresolved frustration, or the pressure to please everyone. As long as you don't name what you feel, those emotions continue to silently shape your actions. What does a wise person do? They face the pain. They embrace, understand, and transform it. If you've never done this before, here's a simple practice. Keep a journal that's just for you. Call it your clarity journal, your notebook of presence, your space of mastery, whatever name feels right. Write in it everything that stirs within you. Don't filter it. Then read it as if it were the story of someone you truly want to understand. When you give form to what you feel, something shifts. What was blurry becomes clear. What felt overwhelming becomes manageable. And there's more. The things that irritate you most in others often point to unresolved parts of yourself. The anger at someone's raised voice, the discomfort when interrupted, these are signs. Your triggers aren't enemies. They're teachers. Emotional maturity doesn't mean shielding yourself from the world. It means understanding what the world reveals about you. Life outside will always be unpredictable. Rude people, difficult days, sudden changes, they won't stop. But your mind no longer needs to be a mirror of that chaos. It can become a steady center, a lighthouse in the storm. How? By starting small, observe before reacting, breathe before responding. Choose silence when it speaks louder than words. It's not about becoming emotionally numb. It's about no longer being dragged by the waves of what others say or do. That's what separates those who live on autopilot from those who live with intention. In this video, you'll learn how to mentally prepare for situations that usually shake you, how to use silence as your ally, and how to turn other people's judgments into opportunities for deeper compassion and self-awareness. Because true inner strength doesn't harden you. It brings light. Now that you've started recognizing what affects you, it's time to take an even more powerful step. Anticipation. That's right. Anticipating the impact that certain situations might have on you. Not to avoid them, but to prepare for them. Imagine waking up already aware that someone might interrupt you, that something unexpected might delay your plans, or that criticism could show up at some point in your day. If you expect it, you're not caught off guard. And if you're not surprised, you create space to choose how you'll respond. This is where one of the most underrated tools comes in: silence. Instead of replying immediately, allow yourself a pause, a space between the stimulus and your reaction. That space is where your true power lives. You are not what happens to you, nor what others say to you. You are what you choose to do with it. When you understand that, the world loses its grip on your inner state. Think about it. How many times could a simple pause have saved you from regret? A sharp reply, a rushed decision, an unnecessary distance from someone. Silence is not weakness. It is mastery. And when it comes from a place of awareness, it becomes presence. It becomes authority. And here's a different kind of invitation. If this content is resonating with you, subscribe to the channel now. But not just that. Tell me in the comments, when was the last time you regretted reacting without thinking? Talk to me as if we were face to face. Your story might help someone else here too. The space is ours. A space for real exchange. Let's go a little deeper now. When someone judges you, criticizes you, or underestimates you, the natural impulse is to defend yourself. But what if I told you that their judgment isn't really about you, it's about them? When you shift your focus from the wound to the cause, something powerful begins to grow: lucid compassion. Having compassion doesn't mean being naive or tolerating disrespect. It means understanding that behind an aggressive attitude, there's often a wounded person. And when you see that, you no longer react the same way. Not because you've grown up, but because you've awakened to a simple truth. No one lashes out for no reason. Every attack hides an unspoken plea for help, for attention, or for validation. Emotional maturity is realizing that someone else's judgment no longer holds the weight it once did. It's feeling that the peace you've built isn't fragile. It's steady. It's yours. And no one can take it from you unless you allow it. Living with this level of clarity is liberating, not because the world changes, but because you change within it. You begin to live as the author of your life, not as a victim of circumstances. You begin to act with intention, not out of reactivity. And you discover that, yes, it is possible to live lightly, even on heavy days. And to close this video, I want to ask you something straight from the heart. If this content touched you, made you reflect, gave you a breath of relief, or a new insight, subscribe to the channel. But not just for me, for yourself, so that we can continue walking together on this path of inner strength. And share in the comments, what did you learn from this video? Have you ever tried to master your reactions? What was your biggest challenge? Open up. Your experience might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. Let's build a community rooted in truth, in depth, in presence. Your story matters. Your path is unique. And your peace, yes, your peace, deserves to be protected with all the strength you carry inside. And trust me, you have it.